Floods all over Colombia. Non-stop rains made 3 rivers overflow this weekend. Córdoba in the north coast is one of the most affected departments. Good morning, I'm Ana Maria Hernandez. I'm filling up for Brian Andrews. I hope you have had a nice weekend. As you could see, weather has been causing headaches in more than 10 departments when the strong rains have caused mudslides, overflows, and even damages to corn and rice fields. Córdoba, Atlántico, and Norte de Santander are the most affected departments, with more than 55,000 people facing emergencies. And there are no good news, because the IDEAM said the rains wouldn't stop for the next 72 hours.
The rainy season in Colombia has been stronger this year. Dozens of towns are facing emergencies, and at least 130,000 people have been affected during the last week. After the strong rains this weekend in Soledad and Puerto Colombia, Atlántico, some houses are about to fail because the water weakened the land. In Sabana Larga, Atlántico, at least 1,600 people were forced to evacuate at least 4 neighborhoods when the Embalse del Guájaro overflowed. Also in the north coast, in Córdoba, 47,000 people were affected during the weekend when the non-stop rains made the San Jorge River overflowed into the Monte Líbano, La Apartada, and Buena Vista riversides. The other main river of Córdoba, the Sinú, also overflowed and affected the San Bernardo del Viento, Cereté, Lorica, and San Pelayo towns, all of them riversides. And this was not a good weekend to look for a beach in Santa Marta. The rains made several neighborhoods flooded, making the mayor of the city worried about the situation. Turning to the Los Patios town in Norte de Santander now, where 7 neighborhoods were affected during the weekend due to the heavy rains. 6 mudslides and 2 houses that fell were the result of the rainy season beginning in this part of the country. Due to the big number of people affected, there's not enough room in the emergency refuges the government has built to receive all the people who has been forced to evacuate.
And 2 elect FARC members are the responsible of the terrorist attack in Neiva last Monday morning. Police is offering a 50 millones de pesos reward, while 12 people are recovering in local hospitals.
Monday early morning, 2 homemade bombs exploded in 2 important hotels in Neiva, the Solican and the Plaza One. According to eyewitnesses' testimonies, authorities said 2 young men belonging to the FARC guerrilla were the responsible of this attack. A 35-year-old man is dead after being trapped in the Solican hotel rubbish, and other 12 people are injured, 2 of them in critical condition, after the explosions. The mayor of the city said this kind of attack is unacceptable, and the police are offering 50 millones de pesos reward to anyone that gives information that helps to arrest the 2 young men. The first explosion occurred in the Plaza Hotel next to the Parque Santander in front of the governor's office. The elect FARC members put the bomb in the 2nd floor. 5 minutes after that, the other bomb exploded in the Sulcam Hotel 2 blocks away of the Justice Palace building. Monday afternoon, RCN News obtained a security video when authorities say one of the 2 young men responsible of installing the bombs is seen singing in the Solican Hotel around 8 p.m. Police say he stayed in the hotel's room for about 2 hours, and then he left without the bag he entered.
The Navy and the Air Force discovered several barrels filled with smuggled gasoline in Nariño Monday afternoon. The gasoline came from Ecuador.
This little boat was in a Colombian river next to the Sangianga Natural Park in Nariño, where the Colombian Air Force was patrolling the area and were curious about what the big number of barrels it carried. They called the Colombian Navy, who intercepted the ship and discovered it had no name or license number. When the soldiers get into the ship, they discovered more than 3,000 gallons of smuggled gasoline coming from Ecuador. According to official versions, this little ship belonged to a local narco-traffic band, and 5 people were arrested.
The construction of 2 more lines of Transmilenio will begin next Thursday, and people living in Bogotá is worried, because more streets closed means a harder traffic in the city. Yalena Jacome has more information. Yalena?
Yes, Ana Maria. During the next 22 months, 2 more Transmilenio lines will be under construction, meaning the closure of several streets all around Bogotá. The main works will be in the 26th Street and in the 10th Avenue. Works will begin this Thursday, October 16. Some drivers are worried because more streets closed means a harder traffic in Colombia's capital. The mayor, Samuel Moreno, is asking people to be patient, and he remembers everyone the big benefits the Transmilenio lines means once they are finished. We have to be patient. Back to you, Ana Maria.
Thanks, Yelena. And now, in Los Llanos, the women wear mount pants to ride the horses. This little 11 years old is the new queen of the Coleo tournament that ended this Monday morning. And now we're flying to Italy because in the Piazza del Popolo in Rome, Colombia's embassy organized a cheerful concert with all types of popular music to create awareness against drug taking. Here's what happened.
The mythical square of Rome, the Eternal City, was the perfect stage for the Colombian and Italian concert that took place against drug abuse. The concert was organized by the Colombian embassy in Italy. We can say it was a serenade with different musical genres. Colombian community was very enthusiastic, but at the same time homesick. Colombia is a beautiful country. Colombia is a lively land and with lots of things to share with the world. Colombia, thank you very much. This concert was a festivity amid a shared global concern of different Latin American countries about drug abuse. For RCN News in English, I'm Samara Garcia.
I'm Ana Maria Hernandez reporting from RCN Studios in Bogota. Brian Andrews will be joining you this afternoon. We leave you today to a look with the Exposhow preview. This fashion will begin tonight. This is RCN News in English for Tuesday morning.